Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach and we're doing another ECOMI OMI VeVe video as usual. Currently the price 0.002332 on a low of 2327 and a high of 2524 over the past 24 hours. Now, after we posted this video right here, I kind of realized that I really need to go harder with this metaverse stuff, because the reality is there are so many things that I wanted to talk about in this specific video right here that I didn't end up talking about because I didn't have the time. Basically, I made this video, I know Cabell spoke about it already. Basically, I wasn't really feeling it. I was doing some other stuff, but of course Cabell is the homie. I very much appreciate him, and he has been for years now, so obviously we had to pull through and do what we could to help him, and obviously help our own channel. Just saying. That said, I do want to go over more stuff, and I went over Fortnite before. Fortnite being, of course, the Fortnite Party Royale mode, etc. But there is one game I think that not necessarily does it better, but does it differently to Fortnite that I think we need to talk about, because I think it will make it a lot easier for non-gamer people who don't pick up video games on a regular basis and don't pick up MMO type of games, I guess, on a regular basis, to learn about how the VeVeVerse can essentially monetize its own economy, right, using OMI, of course, as the token. So, of course, we went through this and we saw that we can essentially make a character. It was very sort of limited character selection stuff, which we'll see right here. Obviously, we had this avatar right here. We could pick between different avatars. We could also pick their colors. That was obviously customization, and then essentially you're put into a world, right, into a little universe, if you like. We're given the controls, etc. And then if we go past the controls, if I of course I get adverts for my own videos. That makes total sense. Okay, well, I'm getting paid for it, so who cares? Anyway, going forward though, we'll see very soon, of course, where we are, and we're essentially in a little world, right, where we have Godzilla things right here. I got told off in the comments for not knowing that. I don't really give a crap, honestly. This is not my life. But yeah, this is essentially what we're looking at right here, where we can see, of course, we don't know where this place is meant to be. All we know is that we can see some trees. We can see, of course, some rocky background potentially right here, of course, but we don't have any sort of storyline as to where we are, right? And I don't think that's meant to be the case. I think we're literally just meant to essentially experience what this could look like, right? With, of course, future, I think it was Future Tech Live, if I remember correctly. Having said that, though, I really also want to have a look at this right here. So we have the VeVe showroom, and of course, this is what I'm talking about right here, with future showrooms being amazing, hopefully for OMI, right? I already have the title sorted out. Hopefully, that's what we're going to go with. But we can see right here, obviously, the vault, right? And we have our NFTs generally that go inside here, and we can see that it's in this, essentially, this incredible piece of architecture, right? In the sky, we don't know where this place is, right? But I think the context around this really matters for the social part of the metaverse that we're going to have a look at right now. So obviously this is the showroom 2.0. This is what everyone is used to probably by now anyway, where you open the vault and then you obviously get in and you can see this beautiful showroom right here. And of course it is part of a, like I say, of like a house type of thing in the sky, basically, right? So this made me think, because when we got into the metaverse here, and we were able to play as our own avatar as such. By the way, thank you for the support on this video. I really appreciate it, of course. But I want to have a look at what else we could see for showrooms and how much bigger showrooms could really be, right? Cabell Anderson, I think, has spoken quite a bit about the metaverse, because I know that we've spoken together off video about stuff regarding the VeVe metaverse and how big we really can see it being. And I think one game, better than Fortnite even, to explain it into a certain extent, is Grand Theft Auto. Now that's why we have Grand Theft Auto open on the computer right now, because I want to show you what I can see being a thing, right, with VeVe. What I'm also going to make very clear is that what I'm about to say is very far away, and I'm going to explain that a bit later in this video. We're going to have a lot of videos talking about the VeVe Metaverse or the VeVeVerse on this channel over the next while, basically, because I do think that I haven't spoken enough on it, considering how much I can think about realistically regarding this. So this is where I wake up in Grand Theft Auto, right? Now, this itself is not that far different, realistically, to what we could see in a VeVe Metaverse, right? I wake up from my bed. I've literally just logged in. My alarm clock, as you can see right there, is essentially going off. It's flashing. We have a magazine right here, and we have... All right, so I had to restart GTA, hence why you can see that the time looks a bit different. It looks sunny and not like evening. Simply put, the lag on GTA was ridiculous on Streamlabs. I've fixed it it now. I had to change some settings and we're back. And now I can finally talk about what I've been trying to talk about. So what we can see here, I've woken up, and as I was about to say in the recording that I had to cut off, my alarm clock is currently flashing over there. And then we see right next to my bed, we see some books, we see some magazines, right? So if we actually have a look right here, and in fact, let's use the camera to have a better look at this, right? We can see, of course, that we have a magazine called Vane, and then we have Bruce Wright's Bloody Canon, which is a book that apparently I have. Now, I have not bought these magazines or books. In fact, GTA puts these on your apartment, right? So you don't really customize your apartment too much in GTA. But of course, in the VeVeVerse, pretty much everything you have, you will be buying with OMI, right? So you'll buy an NFT, whether it's a comic book, which of course we do know that comic books are coming to VeVe as NFTs. That's very exciting. And of course, I'm sure we'll see books as well. If we're going into the comic book territory, that would be really awesome. Let's go a bit further though. We can of course see that we have some art here. We have my looks like an iPod with a docking station, and then we have some more books, and we have some other stuff. Now, of course, all of this is again furnished by GTA. I haven't picked any of this stuff. This is just what I bought, or what came with the apartment that I bought in GTA. It's not the highest end, but it's also a nice apartment regardless. This is what I would expect to see NFTs on, right? I would expect to see that we could see some NFTs basically being on the shelves, right? Trevor has spoken about this. Trevor, of course, being the ECOMI lead content producer. Now, of course, a lot of you can imagine what we would see here. In fact, I've already made a thumbnail showing what this would look like, and of course you could basically see any of the posters that we have in VeVe being put around here. Of course, we could have you know, some NFTs on the table right here. You know, these chairs could even be bought with OMI, and basically you can essentially customize, or you should be able to customize your bedroom, right? Now, if we go further, right, because this obviously is a large apartment, we have another poster here, and we have some clothes here. Now, I want to have a look at clothes later on. That's a different video, because there's some really cool stuff that can be done with clothing and with social currency in general, right? And then we have a bathroom right here, which I'm sure could somehow be used as well for more when it comes to NFTs and stuff, whether it's about having collectibles in there, I'm not sure. And then we have more real estate for posters, right? So already we've seen, let's actually count this up. We got 1, we have 2, we have 3. Are there any posters in here? 4. Okay, so already we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see where this is going. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 freaking posters, friends. Now you can see where this is going, right? Obviously, I've actually gone into my apartment now, where you can see my living space essentially, and all of this, in fact, right here is where I've taken the thumbnail, of course, where you should be able to see a Ritmo, I think, over there, and there's probably a poster up on that wall that I've put in. This is what I expect to see from the VeVeVerse at some point, right? Where essentially your showroom, I'm hoping, won't just be a showroom. It would be awesome if you could even have friends over and have a chat and basically have people in your living space, right? And this is sort of the social part of what I want to see VeVe do at some point. Now, this is a long way away by all means, but it's something that I would like to see. Of course, we have a kitchen right here, and I'm sure that we could see NFTs being used in some way here. We could probably even see, now I think that obviously it's a different project, but when I think about, is it ZenFT, I think it is? You know, we could see ZenFT NFTs being put in here, right? It would be really awesome to see. We have a fireplace right here, and we have a TV over there, and then we have like just collectibles right here. Now, why would people want to take part in this? Why would people want to do this? The reality is that there is a market for it, right? People want to hang out with each other. Some people at least, want to enjoy a digital universe where they can go in and basically enjoy their collectibles, enjoy their games. And of course, GTA is an open world game. It's a sandbox game, right? And there are plenty of things that we could see here. We could even see, for example, NFT tickets, where, for example, you can have the TV turn on and you can watch your favorite Marvel films. We know, of course, that we have licenses to Marvel NFTs. It would be interesting to see if we could see some NFT tickets going towards having some films that we could watch, maybe having your friends come over, and essentially you can all come over, sit down quite literally, as you can see right now, and you know, I turn the TV on and we're watching Spider-Man, right? Or we're watching Batman, or we're watching Suicide Squad, or whatever it might be, right? And of course we click on and we turn on the TV, and I'm going to turn it off because this is copyrighted content on the TV. I know that because I've re-uploaded it to YouTube before and I got a copyright claim for it. So anyway, that is what I can see right now regarding showrooms. Now, I do not have the nicest apartment in GTA. Compared to other apartments, I guess, but this is still what we could see, right? It still looks nice. You still have a view. I mean, this would still be freaking expensive, let's be honest now, but it would be awesome. Now, if we go over here, we can also see another room, right? We have, this is actually for a heist, but of course, this is just more real estate where we could have more NFTs in. We can even have like music playing. We can use our computer, etc. And then even better than that, well, not better, but differently to that, if we enter our garage, here we go. If we enter our garage, we can see, of course, that we have a bunch of cars. As you can see, I have not spent a lot of time in GTA, hence why I do not have all the supercars. But the other thing with this is that the reality is that I actually haven't spent any money in game on GTA, as far as like I haven't bought any money for GTA. Now this is another reason why gamers are going to pick up on this a lot better, I think, than most people at the start at least. It's because gamers are used to having to be able to buy V-Bucks, Call of Duty points, or in GTA's case, they're called shark cards. So you can actually buy in-game currency with real money, and of course that is one of the ways that Rockstar makes a hell of a lot of money from GTA. But of course you can imagine, and you can really see even the similarities between what you see in this garage and the showrooms that we see right now. Now, have a DeLorean in here, have a Batmobile, have any sort of car that we know, any vehicle, right? I have a go-kart here, and then obviously as well over here we have the garage. That's pretty nice. Can we even go in there? Maybe we can. The vehicle management menu. Okay, so that's not what I thought it was. But yeah, literally we can have, you know, and you could just chat around with your friends. You know, you can show your DeLorean, you can get in, maybe have a little drive around in the garage itself. All those things are very possible. Now, regarding when we should see this, it's a long way away from now, in my opinion. The reality is that ECOMI is not anywhere near, as far as I'm concerned, as big as Rockstar, or even better than that, the parent company Take-Two Interactive. So this is a while away in my opinion. Having said that, I'm not sure how far away it truly is, because so essentially GTA takes many years to develop, right? And it takes one of the biggest gaming developers in the world to make this game. But the reality is that it didn't take them years and years to make this apartment. It took them years and years to make the entire game. Now, I'm not going to go through everything right now because it's 4 other videos, but the reality is that essentially what we're hoping is that, you know, imagine this is a DeLorean, right? We can drive out here, and then of course we have this massive open world to essentially explore. Now, there are also apartments over here, for example, right here roughly, and you can essentially go over and find your friends, and then you can, you know, watch TV with them. You can go over and look at their NFTs together. You can do anything and socialize, and that is what I think the VeVe Metaverse is going to be great with, is essentially having a lot of amazing IPs that so many of us know integrated into an open world that realistically becomes a game, right? So with that being said, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. We have loads more to go over regarding showrooms, and I actually have a whole list right next to me of many things I want to show using GTA. There's so many people talking right here. I feel like I'm talking over them. This is the thing, it's an open and live world, right? So I've moved away from them. But there are so many things that we can have a look at here, from music. We got street racing, we've got sports and music industry. We have so many things to go over. Cannot wait. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If this video was interesting or helpful to you, a like is always much appreciated. We're going to be going pretty freaking hard at the moment on NFT stuff, especially because my other projects right now are taking a bit of a break right now, specifically with the IPs that I work on. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If this video was interesting, a subscription is always appreciated. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.